Hi, it's Dwyer. DwyerVIP.com, GamblersAdvisory.com. For legal reasons, let me say that the following betting strategies offered for entertainment purposes only. The opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this opinion to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. I believe you have an excellent opportunity here in this Manny Pacquiao Manuel Marquez fight because I believe the fight is mispriced. Now, just to refresh everyone's recollection, the first three fights between these two went the distance, right? I understand Marquez got knocked down 3 times early in the first fight, and he got knocked down once in the second fight, right? Again, early. Now, both guys are claiming that they're going to come out and be very aggressive. Both guys are talking big talk about a knockout. Let me just say, understand that if you look at the tapes, Marquez, a counterpuncher, is landing punches flush on Manny Pacquiao. Right? Just look at the highlights. You're going to see Pacquiao's head not only snap back, but you're going to see that Pacquiao doesn't even have a hand up to stop some of the punches. So we know that Marquez can land on Pacquiao. We also know that Marquez is in surprisingly improved condition now that he has a nutritional coach, Angel Hernandez. We know Pacquiao can knock down Marquez because Pacquiao has done it in 2 of the 3 fights. My point to you is, if you give a counterpuncher like Marquez multiple fights to figure out the angles, and if he already is hitting you with flush shots, let's not underestimate the ability of Marquez to get a stoppage. The casinos have mispriced the fight to the point where you can take the under, and it's a high over-under. It's under 10.5 rounds. And believe it or not, you would get a plus 220. Right? Literally, bet 100, win $220, plus get the return of your $100. Right? Understand, too. 10.5 rounds, the under, takes you to the midway point of the 11th round. It's 10 full rounds and the first half of the next round. Right? I like the under 10.5 at plus 220, straddled against Juan Manuel Marquez at plus 245. to win the fight. Folks, many of us, myself included, believe that Marquez has never lost to Manny Pacquiao. The reason why you have a 4th fight in a series in which Marquez officially has not won any of them is because the skeptics believe that he's won at least one of them. Right? Marquez is the technician. He's the counterpuncher. Manny Pacquiao is the athlete. He's the lead puncher. Counterpunchers tend to do better in rematches because they know what they're going to see. They know what they're going to counter. So if this fight goes the distance, and understand, this is high risk because, again, Juan Manuel Marquez has never officially beaten Manny Pacquiao. If this fight goes the distance, in my opinion, given the scoring of the last fight, which was widely panned, which has led to this fight, given the scoring of the last fight, I believe the judges will be hard-pressed if Juan Manuel Marquez is competitive in this fight, giving as good as he's getting, as he has in every fight between these two. I think the judges will be hard-pressed to vote for Manny Pacquiao. Quite frankly, I believe there is in the sport a bit of a backlash against Manny Pacquiao. Let's remember, Pacquiao previously lost a decision to Timothy Bradley in a competitive fight. The beauty of this straddle, right, and it's the under 10.5 at plus 220 hedged against Juan Manuel Marquez to win at plus 245, is that you're able to win if either happens. Understand too that if Marquez, who knocked out Michael Casitas, right, who knocked out, Juan Diaz, the baby bull. In other words, Marquez still has a punch, right? If Juan Manuel Marquez gets the KO inside of 10.5 rounds, you've made a bounty. You collect on both sides of the bet, the plus 220 and the plus 245. If Juan Manuel Marquez just wins the fight, if you bet 100 on both, understand you still make a profit. You would lose the 100 that you bet on the under 10.5, but you would win $245 in profit off of Marquez victory. And so you would net $145 off of an initial outlay of $200, right? And of course, if Manny Pacquiao is simply too young, too explosive, if age has finally caught up with Marquez, who is 39 years old, and if Manny Pacquiao comes out and closes the show early, right? And by early we mean inside of 10.5 rounds. He has a lot of time to do it. If he closes the show early, then understand, while you lose the 100 you would bet on Juan Manuel Marquez to win the fight, you would actually get $220 in profit off the under 10.5 rounds. And so you would actually net $120 off your initial $200 investment. Let me also point out too that were you to simply take Manny Pacquiao to win the fight, look at those odds. They're terrible, right? We're actually giving you a way to profit if Manny Pacquiao is able to close the show within the first 10.5 rounds. To sum up, I like the under 10.5 at plus 220 hedged against Juan Manuel Marquez to win at plus 245. Thank you for giving our service an opportunity. I hope you continue to look at our picks on DwyerVIP.com and GamblersAdvisory.com. Thanks for stopping by.